Today, we received the heartbreaking news that 3 more of our neighbors passed away due to COVID-19. I want to express my deepest sympathy to their family and friends during this difficult time. This is a tragic reminder that we must continue to be vigilant. We all must take personal responsibility in the fight against this virus. We also saw another 3 new cases today here in Hawaii, and all of you saw the headlines over the weekend where we set a new record of 42 new COVID-19 cases on Saturday, which is the new highest level single day cases reported since this pandemic started. This is a clear trend that we must take seriously and take action on. With me today is Dr. Bruce Anderson from the Department of Health to provide more information on this recent cases. The recent increase was a key factor in our decision regarding the start of the pre-travel testing program for travelers to Hawaii. I want to start by thanking our 4 county mayors, Mayor Kawakami, Mayor Victorino, Mayor Caldwell, and Mayor Kim, for all the time and effort they've spent with me over this past week. We've had several deep discussions about the pre-travel testing program and the status of COVID-19 here in Hawaii. We have assessed the current situation here and on the mainland, and I am announcing today that we will be delaying the launch of the pre-travel testing program until September 1. We have always said that we will make decisions based on the health and safety of our community as the highest priority. This decision came through much discussion, and we have assessed the situation that we see before us and over the past few weeks. I've already mentioned that we've set a new record in the number of cases, 42, and just a reminder, a few days before that, we had set the previous record of 41 cases. On the US mainland, we continue to see uncontrolled outbreaks and surges. This includes the highest number of daily cases set in California, Texas, Arizona, and Florida, and increasing cases in Nevada. As we speak right now, the outbreaks on the mainland are not in control, and we don't believe that situation would change significantly by August 1st, as we had hoped. The outbreaks on the mainland are also beginning to affect the supply chain of our testing supplies. As you read in the paper last week, we were unable to get the reagents and test kits that was necessary for one of the major testing labs here in the state of Hawaii. And certainly this was a wake-up call that we need to pay attention to the supply chain. We all know that when we are able to test here in the islands, we can get a result within 24 to 48 hours. Any test that is sent to the mainland means a delay of between 5 and as much as a week or longer before we get test results. And we do know that delay is unacceptable for us to contain and maintain control over the virus here in the islands. You know, this was not an easy decision to make. It really was a choice between 2 difficult options. On one hand, we continue to move forward and reopen our economy, but risk an uncontrolled surge of COVID-19 cases. On the other hand, we could delay the pre-travel test program and risk further damage to our economy. Let me make this clear, the mayors and I fully understand the gravity of those choices before us. And so we did believe it would be in the best interest of everyone here in the state of Hawaii to delay the start of the program to September 1. I know that this increases the burden on businesses here in the islands, especially small businesses but we do believe that it is time to continue to protect the health and safety of our community. I also want to make it clear that we still believe in the pre-travel testing program, and we will continue to actions necessary to implement it safely. We are making significant progress with the pre-travel testing program. We've engaged with test suppliers and pharmacies all across the country. We will be making announcements on who the partners will be as we conclude those negotiations. As we've stated before, travelers are exempt from the 14-day mandatory quarantine if they are able to test negative after taking a COVID-19 test no more than 72 hours prior to travel to the islands. The test must be a nucleic acid amplification test, or NAT test, and must be conducted by a CLIA-certified laboratory. If test results are not available by the time of arrival in the islands, the traveler will remain in quarantine until their test results are received and verified. The test results are negative, they will then be exempt from the quarantine. All travelers are subject to pre-test requirement, including children of all ages, and travelers are responsible for all of the costs of the test. No commercial testing will be provided after arrival here in Hawaii. You know, the pre-travel test is just a small part of a multi-layered screening process that we are implementing to keep the people of Hawaii safe and healthy. Upon arrival, temperature checks will also be administered. Travelers with temperatures higher than 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit and exhibiting other COVID-19 symptoms may be subject to a secondary screening by healthcare staff. All travelers will be required to complete the state travel and health form. That is a way for us to identify and remain in contact with all travelers once they arrive here in the islands. And finally, I also wanted to inform you that we have approved the process for university and college students to travel to Hawaii for the upcoming school year. With me today is Dr. David Lassner, President of the University of Hawaii, to provide us details on that process. He has been working with the private universities here as well, and the new process will apply to all of the students who will be studying here in the state of Hawaii. We do know that delaying the pre-travel testing program was not a simple decision. I know that all of you here in the state of Hawaii have made enormous sacrifices in the fight against COVID-19, and our economy has suffered. This will make our economic recovery more challenging, but as I have always said, your health and safety comes first. I know these are difficult times, but we have faced challenges before as a community, and I am confident that together we will prevail and emerge much stronger and more resilient as a community.